So, the returning customer checklist, the importance of knowing certain details and being able to ask certain questions to returning customers. Let's get into it. So, here's the list of things, in our opinion, at Pearl Lemon Cafe that are critical when you're in the service industry, the hospitality industry, that you must ask returning customers. First of all, you must know their name, okay? Their name, you must know their drink, and you must know certain personal information, okay? So that might be where they work, their hobbies, something, okay? Now, so for example, it might be, oh, Richard, how you doing? Matcha latte. Or Frank, how you doing? Decaf cappuccino. Oh, Claire, how are you? Double espresso as usual. Amazing, amazing. How's work going? How are things back at home? How is are you off to the gym again right now as usual? So do you see there, guys? We're beginning to build up that sense of personal rapport, that sense of personal information, that you know the person and you have an individual relationship with them as well as a relationship in the context of the cafe. Now, where, for example, you can't quite remember their name, awesome. Okay, there's nothing wrong with asking, saying, you know what, I'm so sorry. And there's ways to ask them, which we'll cover in some of our later trainings. But the key here is fundamentally that you need to get to know a little bit about their lives. You need to get to know a little bit about them, because that's what's going to keep them coming back to you, specifically for you outside of the drinks that you serve. So this is something that you really need to engage with. Now, other elements of this are continuing to foster small talk with the returning customer. So you need to know their name. You need to know their drink. You need to know certain personal information. And there's some repetition of the questions that you'd ask a first-time customer. How's your day going? Or how's your morning been so far? What's the plan for today? So this, and if depending on how much are you off to work. So depending upon what you know about them, question 4 or point 4 should be relatively easy for you to implement, because these are the standard types of questions that you would ask somebody. Oh, how's your day going, Richard? How's the morning going, Richard, so far? How's your morning going? How's your day going? How's your afternoon so far? What's your plan for today? Are you off to work? Okay, brilliant. So this is something that you need to get into the habit, like muscle memory, of being able to communicate. So then outside of this, what you want to have is potentially, if the conversation runs dry, a collection of things you could say. Okay, collection of things that you could say. So that might be how well you slept. We'll go on to discuss this in more detail. How it's been in the cafe so far. Ooh. In the cafe so far today. And there might be, other things that come to mind when it comes to things that you could say that are important. Okay, so these are ultimately the 4 things that you should be able to know and to discuss. And then the 5th thing is when the conversation runs dry, and you could also say, why not try something different today? Be brave. And depending upon their response, you'd say, I could recommend, or you could just say, why not try a latte today? Be brave. Try something a little bit different from the usual. So you could always slap in number 6 from time to time whenever you think that it's the appropriate moment. Other things that I think are important that you ask is, if you haven't yet already, and this is the second time they come, would you be okay with leaving us a review on X? Okay, and that could be Google, that could be Trustpilot, that could be a whole combination of platforms that we'll go on to discuss a little bit later. But that would be something that you want to lock in if you haven't locked it in yet when it comes to the first time around of asking questions. Just asking about the review element of it. That's something that's going to be important as well. Outside of that, so a big emphasis with the returning customer is engaging in small talk. Okay, so it's just the engaging in small talk, and you could, in terms of small talk, it's a combination of all of the things that are above, and you could also, there's other areas that you could bring up. Okay, the other area you could bring up is what's happening in the news, right? A collection of things that you could say, what's happening in the news. You could talk about the weather. You could talk about something about your personal life if you wish to. Okay, so or you could of course just revert back to how it's been in the cafe. But this, in terms of what's happening in the news, if you do watch the news, again, don't worry, it's not mandatory. If you could talk about the weather, the British weather, something about your personal life as well. So here you've got 11 things that you can lean back upon. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. They're definitely absolutely mandatory. Number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 are mandatory. Number 8 is mandatory. And then using a combination of those other elements to achieve number 8 would be absolutely fantastic. So you can choose whether you want to discuss 9, 10, or 11. You can choose whether you want to pull from number 5, your collection of things. You can choose whether you want to say number 6. But again, to have and to create an amazing customer service experience, this is really all about the process of building a bit of a friendship, a bit of a personal relationship with the actual customer. And this is the way in which you do it when people come into the store. So as part of Pearl Lemon Cafe, and indeed, if you're not part of Pearl Lemon Cafe, but you're thinking about getting into the customer service business, front of house, reception, hotels, whatever it might be, sales as well, like new business, it doesn't really matter the space to many degrees. Knowing and being able to deploy these things is going to help you create a really, really personal customer service experience.